I want to spend more time with these characters. The first season was decent. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. It's a Netflix anime, 8 episodes. The first episode is the longest, 35 minutes. Everything else is shorter than that. We open up with Lara Croft. She is running away from people, and she's trying to find the artifact because that's what she does. While there, she is saved by her friend. There's some fighting. She's not really a great fighter when we meet her. And I think this is the first time she actually sees somebody get killed up close. Her friend has to shoot someone in the head to protect her. And then he's telling her like, yo, it was either you or them. It's always you. Remember that. Fast forward 3 years later. It looks like she's been training a little bit more. But we learn that her friend has been killed and she's like in mourning. She is spiraling. Not out of control, but she doesn't come home. So like her friends call her like, yo, Laura, come home. It's been some months. You haven't been here. And she just bounce around to different countries. She'd be drinking. She'd be fighting. And that's what makes her feel better. She eventually decides to go back home. And she's like, I'm selling all my father's stuff. First, she wants to burn everything. Then she's like, I'm just going to sell stuff. I'm going to give stuff away. Things like that. And the adventure actually starts when a thief breaks in and steals the box that she found early in the episode. She chases him, doesn't catch him, of course. And then she's like, all right, we got to figure out what's important about this box. And that's when we get more time with her going on adventures. We get more time with her friends. You have Jonah. Jonah is usually the guy going on the adventures with her. He has her back. Zip is the tech guy. He's the guy in the chair. He's always like, he has tracking devices on all the artifacts that they have, but he's also bringing up information, maps, things like that. I like the characters. I like her friends. Her first mission, she enters a country and then she has to go save some children. Kind of brings her some purpose because she was able to save the children and things like that. And it turns out the MacGuffins of the show are these 4 stones. They come in like a box, but it's really 4 stones. You could think of it like Infinity Stones and stuff. This guy named Charles Devereaux, I think that's his name. He's the bad guy. And he wants to get these stones because they represent the evils of humans. Like we're locked away in the boxes. It's like greed and all these other things that the stones represent. When you get the stones, you can get some type of magical powers. You do get supernatural things happening in this show. I would say that. And so Charles wants Laura's help because they both lost parents. So Laura's parents were killed by this organization. Charles' parents were killed by this organization. Charles was like, hey, we're the same. You should help me get these stones and destroy these organizations. And, Laura's like, I don't want to do all that. Whenever he gets a stone, he tries to combine them. And as he combines them, bad stuff happens around the world. Like end of days type thing. It's snowing in the summer and things like that. So she's trying to prevent him from getting these stones. And she has to go all these different locations. She's behind him in this adventure. In terms of action, it's an anime type style. So she'll be doing some stuff that you'd be like, Laura can't really do that. That's superhuman type thing. She can handle herself in the fight, but then she'll be running up a wall, bouncing off somewhere, doing stuff. She gets thrown through a lot of stuff. Like she takes a beating in this show. But it was cool. The Terminator anime came out recently and I reviewed that. I would say they on par with each other. They both set up a second season. I probably had a little bit more fun with this one because I thought the Terminator one, it started really good, but then it slowed down. I thought this one was picking up steam as it was going because you started getting a little bit more action. You started getting a little bit more information about her and her relationship with her friends. They constantly show this picture of her and her friends, and you start learning more, and you start to see the change in Laura. She was already a loner when we meet her, and she was trying to keep her distance from her friends, but as the show goes on, she starts to trust in them more. She starts communicating more, even apologizing to her friends, and resolving issues that she had, just bottled up and never talked about. And it was cool seeing the growth and the change from her. For the most part, she has a bow and arrow throughout throughout the show. I want to say the last episode is when she finally get the guns that we know her for. And like I said, it is set up for season 2, so I do look forward to spending more time with these characters. The episodes are short, so I would say it's violent because she be beating people down and you see blood and everything like that. It's a cool watch for 8 episodes on Netflix. If you're looking for something to watch, I recommend this. If you've seen the show, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.